Earlier on, the Taoiseach told us, I believe Paschal Donoghue is somebody we can trust, and somebody I believe deep down everyone in this House knows that. Well, I looked deep down, Ceann Comhairle, and I have to say I don't know that. I don't trust the Minister. I don't trust the fact that the government has blocked a real question and answer session here, and I don't believe the story that has been concocted after the fact in order to try to avoid as many rule breaches as he can. And the Taoiseach also told us that Minister Donoghue is happy to answer questions. But earlier the Minister said you're not going to be making any further comments after this to avoid prejudicing SIPO. So it's a theoretical commitment to answer questions. But I want to ask some questions, and I do want answers. Were the workers who were putting up your election posters being paid by the designer group at the time they were putting up the posters? If not, how were they being paid? How can workers working for the designer group, putting up posters during the day, not be a corporate donation from the designer group? How can someone paying to get posters of you up for your election campaign not be a donation to your election campaign? If the designer group put up only 150 posters at a snail's pace, how many other posters did you get put up, and how did you get them up? I also want to ask the Minister if he accepts that he's an extraordinarily fortunate man, and I wonder whether that good luck transfers into other aspects of your life. Because there's a series of very happy coincidences in terms of the values that are placed on various donations that you got here. The value of the van donation, €140, an amount that is below the €200 requirement for corporate donors. The value of the work, putting the posters up at €917 from an individual, so also not triggering the need for a corporate donor to be registered and reported. The fact that both of these donations together amounted to €1,057 are donations to the Fine Gael branch rather than your personal election campaign. Again, very fortunate, because if it was to your campaign, it would be an illegal donation above the €1,000 limit. As is to the party, as is less than €1,500, it doesn't even need to be declared. Are you normally that lucky, Minister? Minister, will you resign if SIPO finds that you breached the rules here? Or do you think it's credible that you can continue as the Minister responsible for SIPO and with a finding against you? Anybody who follows what has gone on here can see what happened. This is an I scratch your back, you scratch my back situation. A friend, private developer, head of the CIF, helps you out with postering an illegal corporate donation. He gets the chair of the North East Inner City Initiative, gets appointed to the board of the LDA, continues to get large state contracts. A tight, golden circle of establishment politicians and big business looking out for each other. You're caught out, questions are asked, you deny it, it's published, and you concoct a story after the fact with entirely implausible elements. I also want to say I don't think this is the only example of that.
Thank you, Deputy.
I know of one case where a PBP councillor was asked by a developer to vote for rezoning of land and was told, if you vote for this, I'll get all your election posters up for you. Of course, we didn't have anything to do with that, but I suspect there's other TDs in this House who have had posters erected as a donation and have not declared.
Thank you very much, Deputy Barr.